Hello everyone, welcome to Bella's Chinese class. These courses are designed for beginners of Chinese language. We believe language is a tool to express yourself. It has some basic rules, but it's very flexible. So during the courses, we'll follow the same path of how native Chinese kids learn Chinese, where you can practice with mini stories and interactive talks. Hopefully, we can make your Chinese study more fun and more effective. Okay, let's start with a quick introduction of Chinese. Chinese has been developing over 5,000 years. It's the official language of China and Singapore. And do you know that there are over 150 million people speaking Chinese? And that counts for more than 20% of world population. Of course, most Chinese speakers living in China. However, although they all speak Chinese, they speak differently. There are more than 10 dialects in Chinese. Most people in northern part of China speak Mandarin. And as you may know, people in Guangdong and Hong Kong areas speak Cantonese. These dialects are very different, and northern people usually don't understand what southern people are talking about. Because Beijing, the capital city, speaks Mandarin, so Mandarin is the standard Chinese, and is used by everyone. Usually, a typical Chinese student may speak her hometown dialects with her parents, grandparents, and friends. She also uses Mandarin to watch TV shows, to study at school or other public places. In addition, she may know some classical Chinese, which is the old usage of Chinese before 19th century. We never use classical Chinese today, but we still need to learn it in high school and college exams. But anyway, what we focus on in our courses is Mandarin, the standard Chinese, which every Chinese speaks. When you learn Chinese, what will you learn? The main part of Chinese is the Chinese characters. Look at the characters on the cover of Chinese version of National Geographic magazine. You see, this is very different from English. And this is the textbook of our elementary school. And this is a fashion magazine. You see these Chinese characters everywhere. If you can't read Chinese characters, you can't understand menus, newspapers, and road signs. Chinese characters is like alphabet in English, but instead of 26 letters in English, there are more than 80,000 Chinese characters. That's a huge number, isn't it? But don't be scared. Those characters just existed in dictionaries. Typically, a normal college student in China knows only about 3,500 characters, and that's well enough for daily life. Different characters combine together to compose meaningful words. For example, if we want to say Bella's Chinese class in Chinese, it writes as Bella's Chinese class. Here, if you change the order of the characters, the meaning changes. Similar as in English. For example, the English word step. If you reverse the order of the 4 letters, you get pets, which is a totally different word. And it's same on these Chinese characters. To an English speaker, Chinese characters look very complicated because they are so different from the Latin letter. However, thanks to a French person, studying Chinese now is easier. In 17th century, a French missionary came to China, and while he was studying Chinese, he felt Chinese characters are so hard to learn. So he invented pinyin, the phonetic symbols using Latin letter to indicate the pronunciation of each character. So now, with the help of phonetic symbols, everyone can pronounce Chinese character easily. Okay, these are the 2 basic parts of Chinese, the Chinese characters and the pinyin, the phonetic symbols. And those are what you are going to learn in our courses. As we said in the beginning, will learn Chinese in the same way as a native Chinese. So how do Chinese kids learn Chinese? In the babyhood, they study simple sentence structures with their parents. And in preschool, they learn pinyin. And then, getting into elementary school, they start to recognize Chinese characters. And year by year, when they grow up, they will know more characters. That's what we will do in our courses. So in next lesson, we'll start to learn phonetic symbol. See you next time!